BBN Jack Fruits. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. So today I'm looking to see if we can get this going on. See if we get the stream y'all going. I would love to invite some people up here to talk today. Also, this allows for us to do a couple of other things that we like doing. I'm going real quick to see how our streaming is going. You can still see the stream y'all logo up in the corner. I don't know if we're going to use this particular platform yet, so it doesn't make sense for me to actually pay for the jump off if we're going to be going back to the way that we were streaming on previous days. Give me 1 second. We got a lot to talk about today. It looks like it's going smooth. If we're going to be going back to all right, looks like it's going smooth. Let me see if we got the right mic on. We got a lot to talk about today. All right, so hold on. Let me just check the mic real quick. I'm so sorry about this. We're about to get right into the show. Let me just check the mic, make sure I got the right mic. I believe it is because the other day the reason why we didn't use StreamYard previously because I couldn't get the right mic to work, but we got the right mic to work today. Today we are actually brought to us by a couple of different people. Shout out to Body Cam Salute. As you can see, our studio looks a little bit different. When we get to our last iteration, it's gonna be dope. I promise you. We have a lot of ideas and we got a lot of things that we plan on actually coming. All of this might also just be all the way redone. The lighting and the paneling and everything. We might also get and redo that all together. Also, just so we can be clear. So we got we got quite a few new things coming. Also, today we are actually trying to make our make sure that we have that PlayStation on Christmas. We're actually shooting a little short. So if anybody wants to pull up to the PayPal or the Cash App, today is the day. I'm actually shooting a little bit short. We were trying to have it by Christmas so we can stream and get to the next step of what we plan on doing over here at the BBN. Also, if anybody owns Call of Duty, we're going to be making our own Call of Duty rooms that I'm going to be wanting to invite people to make sure that you become Green Team. In the beginning, we're obviously just going to be inviting everyone, but we're all going to have special times where it's only just going to be people that are Green Team members. So make sure that you join the Green Team. Let's talk about what we're here to talk about real quick. First thing I want to say is this, and I want to be clear, and I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I think this is all a distraction. I think a lot of what is going on currently with hold on, I'm moving something out the way. I think a lot of what is currently going on with a lot of our artists, I think it's all a distraction. I think that us as Black people, and if you remember, before the whole Diddy thing actually started coming out, somebody sent me a private chat. I don't generally look at private chats, but I'm going to see the insult. They insulted me. Hold on. There you go. Whole insult. Anyway, so I don't usually so we're going to talk about this particular situation. Hold on, let me ban this guy. So we're going to talk about this particular situation. And we are inviting people up if you want to come up to chat. By the way, we are inviting people up if you would like to come up to chat. We are inviting people up. I just want to let people know. I had somebody sitting in the studio. I just kicked them and shit. Okay, I'm not reading no private messages. Don't send me private messages. I really don't look at private messages any at all. So if you're sending them, you're just wasting your time. All right, so let's get to it. So we're going to be talking about this whole situation regarding Diddy, and I want to talk about TD Jakes. But there's two different TD Cakes. But there's something else I want to point out. Y'all do know those Epstein files are supposed to be released in the beginning of January, right? I'm going to say this again. You know those Epstein files are supposed to be released in the beginning of January, right? You know the people that was on his flights going to his island and on his planes. You know the list is about to be released. Speaking on these individuals, right? Just something to be mindful of. I believe all of this is coming out just so we could be clear, because there are a lot of people that are not, and I think a lot of this has to do with the war that's going on. I think that there are a lot of who uh, people who are in favor of of the strikes on Israel. Look, I'm being fair. I'm not trying to shoot at anybody. I'm being fair. There are people who are in favor of the strikes Israel is doing on Gaza, and there's people that's against it. What I do believe is a lot of these individuals that we see getting in trouble right now, they benefited from being on the side of or being friends with the individuals or that might right now be in favor of the protecting Israel. That's what we'll call it, right? We'll call it protecting Israel. So I believe that these individuals that are mad that these artists aren't coming out in favor and speaking of them. I haven't seen any artists that came out and spoke out in favor of Israel, and their ability to protect themselves, because that's what they say they're doing. I haven't seen any artists that came out saying that be harmed in any way on social media or in the public, but I have seen many artists that have come out and speak out against what Israel, what they are calling Israel's occupation, and artists who have said nothing but have known to work with Jewish Zionists. I see their lives being turned upside down. If you notice, another artist that we know that mess with the Zionists, right? And I'm not saying that's a good thing nor a bad thing. This is not an attack. This is just making sure that we could delineate the two Jewish people who are not Zionists from Jewish people who are Zionists. I just want to be able to delineate the two. I'm not trying to attack one party or the other, just so we could be clear. I'm not attacking. I was supposed to put I didn't do a thing. Let me see something. I didn't do a thing. All right, it's cool. Yeah, so just so we could be clear. I just want to be able to delineate the difference between the two. I am in no way trying to choose one side or the other. I'm choosing the right for human beings to live without being molested, to live without being harassed, to live without being exterminated, to live without having to worry about groups of individuals trying to prevent them from reaching happiness for no other reason than because they don't think you should be happy. I am not in living in a war zone at all. Uh, I do believe that there is a deep concern for my life every time I walk out my door. This is a fact. But I do not live in a war zone. I cannot even, I wouldn't even pretend like I know what the people in Palestine is going through, because I don't. I just want to be clear on that. In any regard, there are a lot of artists, and I don't want to stick on this point too much because I just want to be clear on this. Just pay attention to any artist that has anything negative going in the public right now. I think that these guys are supposed to be doing distractions, and some of them aren't. I think Cardi B is doing her distraction. I don't think that's an attack on Cardi B. I think Cardi B is doing her distraction. She's having family problems with her husband. Tekashi 6ix9ine is doing his distraction. If he's supposed to? He's over in DR cutting up. So you see a lot of artists out here doing things like Kodak Black went and got arrested. But I think he gets arrested so he don't get killed. I think I think that he bags on Kodak's head, so he gonna get himself locked up. That's what I think happened. It's either that or he works with the cops. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest and fair, right? Give me one moment. We're gonna be right back. I just want to do a thing if y'all don't mind. If I can get this to move right. I just want to do a thing if y'all don't mind.
I could be whatever I wanted. So I became a problem.
Yeah, we still working out the kinks over here. We still working out the kinks over here. All right, I just want to be clear on this. We still working out the kinks over here. I wanted to see how quickly we can oscillate through that. We can go through that. We still working out the kinks. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fixed up. MAGA 909 says TD Jakes will go down in scandal. God's judgment is on him. First of all, God's judgment is on all of us. We gotta always be thinking that and be mindful of that. The Most High is always looking down on us. He's ready to treat us correspondingly to the things in which we do. So the way in which we treat the world, that's how we're supposed to be treated back. I think that's often why I be having so much conflict with what's going on in the world. I'm like I'm not even giving that type of energy out. Why is this happening? But the way that we treat the world is the way that we're supposed to be receiving. There we go. There we go. I can look at the camera now. The way we're supposed to be receiving the energy back is the way that we treat the world. So that's supposed to be God's judgment. So it does say in the Bible that there's going to be a lot of false prophets, right? It says that a lot of people are going to come in the name of God, but they're not going to be godly people. That's what it says, right? So that's one of the things that we have to be mindful of. So the shame is this. When you're out there and you're busy trying to say you're preaching God's message and you're openly saying we need donations, we need people to send us money because we need to do a thing, you could be lying through your teeth. People are going to support what you're doing. But when you're out here and you're trying to give God's message and you're not hammering it home, this is God's message, this is God's message, this is God's message, you don't really get as much support as you should probably get, because we shouldn't have to say when somebody is preaching or somebody is saying something indicative of our behavior that we should be carrying on with, that the Bible says, somebody shouldn't have to say this is God's word. Somebody shouldn't have to say this is, no, it should be more commonplace that we can hear God's words, or we can hear things that God will want us to be about, and it'll accept, our spirit will accept it. The problem is that the world that we currently live in, when somebody is actually bringing you the Most High, your spirit won't accept it. Why do you think many of these churches are now catering to the LGBTQ community? Let's just be honest. God says that certain behaviors of an abomination. We discussed this yesterday. God says certain behaviors an abomination. So it's not really probable or likely God wanting you to accept somebody for being a certain way is not what, that's not God's love. God's love isn't you can be however you want to be and he's still going to allow for you to benefit. That's not God's love. God's love is you could be however you want to be and he'll still love you. That doesn't mean that you're still going to benefit. That doesn't mean you can do whatever you want and he's going to allow for you to benefit. That's two different things. If anybody is having trouble staying in the room, let me know, please. I would like to know. I am currently having no trouble staying in the room, but in order to go down the bandwidth on my phone and everything else, I'm going to back out on my Wi-Fi. I'm going to back out. We're going to see what's happening. So that's misconception that people have. They'll say only God could judge me. First of all, Tupac said that. God never said only God could judge you. I'm going to say what God says about judgment real quick in the Bible. Hold on. I believe it's Romans 2. I get this mixed up. Hold on. I think it's Romans 2. It's in Romans. I believe it's in Romans. It's either in Romans or in John, I believe. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to tell you what God says about judgment. Mm. Hold on. I'm going to tell you what it says real quick. All right. So it's Romans 2, chapter 2, verse 1. That's what it is. It's Romans chapter 2, verse 1. Hold on. It's Romans chapter 2, verse 1, right? So check this out. It says, therefore, thou art inexcusable, O man, whoever's thou art that judgeth, for wherein thou judgeth another, thou condemneth thyself. For thou that judgest doth the same things. So basically, just so we could be clear, just so we could be clear, one of the reasons, I put that on the thing by accident. Time this guy, kick this guy out of here. One of the main reasons that you are not to judge, I don't even know who this guy is. People are weirdos. One of the main reasons that you are not supposed to judge is because you are also guilty of those same crimes. Do you understand? I think that's the part that people don't get. You're guilty of those same crimes. That's why you are not supposed to judge. I'll explain. Let's say you're somebody who is condemning somebody in the LGBTQ community. You busy out here talking about screw gay people. I hate gay people this, or whatever you're doing. But then you go home and you watch pornography. You are guilty of the same sin. You get it? So when you're judging that gay person for being gay, you're judging somebody for the sin that you're committing. You're going to say, I'm not committing that same sin. I'm not doing gay stuff. I'm not TD cakes out here. That's what you're going to say, right? But guess what? No, you're using a different way to get to the same route. You're using a different route to get to the same location. That's all. The sin is lust. That's the sin. Homosexuality is just a different way to get to that sin. So we're not supposed to be judging people. That's why when somebody say, oh, that nigga's a liar. Well, nigga, you probably lied a ton of times. When you omit, you lie. When you say something that you do not know to be a fact, and you don't make it clear that it's an opinion, you lie. So I read this over one more time, right? Therefore, thou art inexcusable, O man, whosoever thou art that judgeth. For wherein thou judgest another, thou condemneth thyself. Every time you judge someone else, you condemn yourself because you committed the same sin. For thou that judgest doest the same things. But we are sure that the judgment of God is according to truth. because you judge people based on opinion. You judge people based on what somebody else told you. You judge people based on shit you can't even possibly know. That's what you judge people on. But we are sure that the judgment of God is according to the truth against them which commit such things. So yeah, God isn't doing these things. So when he does the judgment against the person that's doing it, okay, so MAGA is trying to be cryptic. And I'm going to say it like this, son. You say what you mean or get out of my chat. You're trying to sound smart and you're trying to sound cryptic because you want to sound like you're trying to outsmart me and you're doing something worth doing. I don't want to play those games. I speak directly to you. I expect you to speak directly to me. You have one more opportunity to speak directly. If you're going to speak directly, please stay. If you're going to do this bullshit, I'm not even going to go back and forth with you. I'm just going to kick you. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to say something confusing to try to get me to agree to something so you could then say that I mean something that I don't even mean. I get it. We're going to start back at 3, at 3. Romans chapter 2, verse 3. And thou thinkest that this, O man, that judgeth them which do such things, and doeth the same, that thou shalt escape the judgment of God? Or despiseth thou the riches of his goodness and forbearance and long suffering? Goodness of God, not knowing that the goodness of God leads thee to repentance. I just want to point something out. You know how I'm constantly telling y'all that if God was sending somebody to go do a deed to you, it's going to be a deed that's going to be positive. God isn't going to send nobody to go do evil to you because God want to bring you to him. That's why I keep trying to explain. These people out here that's following me around doing all of this evil, there's no way God could have sent them. Because if God would have sent them, they would have came to me with resources. They would have came to me with opportunity. They would have came to me with things that can add to who I am. They wouldn't have came to me in a way to try to take away from who I am. Do you understand this? The thing that I just explained is repeated so often in the Bible, at least to my understanding. It's repeated so often in the Bible. Like I tell you, it's not hard to tell who working with Satan. And it's not hard to tell who working with God. It's really not hard. It really isn't. I'm going to go look at these results real quick. It's not hard, fam. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. There's a lot of people. I keep trying to explain this. There's a lot of people that's laughing and they going to hell because they know they going to hell. And they tricking you into helping them hurt another person because they already know they going to hell. They're fine with it. You might not be. Do you think Diddy and TD Jakes can be a distraction? Basically, what I meant is, and I don't think I wrote that really better. You notice that MAGA guy didn't talk again. I told you what he was here for. I don't got a cat. Do you think Diddy? They don't want me to kick the account, but I'm gonna kick the account anyway. It don't matter. Do you think TD? Do you think Diddy and TD Jakes can be a distraction? Basically, do you think TD Jakes and Diddy have been set up to be a distraction? Is what I meant to write. I could have wrote that better. 30% said yes. 22% said no. 13% said 50-50. And 35% said we just here to see the results. 23 people voted. I'm just gonna kick that person. Shout out to 27. How you doing, 27? Here we go. He's gonna kick. I didn't twist your words. I told him to speak clearly. He said I was twisting his words. I never even said what your words meant. So I just kicked you. Okay? I never even said what your words meant, fam. How could I be twisting them? They just lie. They just lie. They just lie, man. I'm thinking we can't get people in the room because I am on StreamYard and I think I'm having a problem sending out a connection this morning. I didn't. I'm on Wi-Fi. I should have been on a landline. We're gonna try to switch over real quick to the landline and we're gonna see how the connection works. All right. So we're gonna probably be kicked out of here for like a split second and then we're gonna come back. Give me 1 second. I want to see how this works. They are speeding up my internet connection in around here. They've been working on the power lines to speed up the internet connection. It's not there yet. That's all it is. All right. So pull this up. Pull this up. That'd be crazy. I'll be telling you exactly what these people are up to all the time. And they still come. Okay. Are we back? Let me check real quick. We back. I'm looking at the connection. We see how the connection is working. It looks pretty decent. It looks pretty decent. Let's see. Got moved. About it's going on 9 o'clock. We still talking about TD Jakes. We just talking about whatever this morning. I'm looking to see how. Yeah, I think our connection is working a little better. Let me see if I could run a quick ad. Right? We want to be able to run ads. Let's see if we can run an ad. No, hold on. Let's see. I just want to say something real quick. I left that MAGA thing up there because I want y'all to understand that these people have no idea what they're talking about. They just talk. Them people talk, right? So God judges all people the same. All people. 100% of people absolutely the same, right? What the hell does that have to do with us not judging each other? Can somebody explain that to me? I was talking about us not judging each other, right? And that we should be more mindful of how we judge each other, right? So explain to me how his comment makes any sense. Anyone think he's just anyone think he's just tell me me how this comment makes sense. Somebody, I'm gonna leave it up there for a little while. I want people to understand what kind of idiocy I be having to deal with, and why I be saying, please, could we have some BBN Frost up in here commenting? I need y'all guys to be commenting on a more regular, everyday basis. Because if this is what I gotta talk to, this is insane, fam. This is insane. I said we need to be nicer to each other and stop being so judgmental of each other. And this person's comment is, "I'm no better than no one. God judges all men the same." What the fuck does that got to do with what I'm talking about? What does that have to do with what I'm talking about? Nothing. If you would like any of those hoodies, I think he's bullshit. I don't think he's thinking about any hoodies. But if any would like any of those hoodies, the link is in the bio. All right, let's get to it. But I will put I'm gonna be mindful of people that I put up here. I just want y'all to see that this guy is, come on, fam. Like we gotta be smarter than that. And people are gonna get mad at me because I think he has to be smarter than that. Like, is that really like can't like y'all really mad at me? Like, I can't think that people gotta be smarter than that. I can't think that. Like, well, if you would like to cop one, we have a link in the description. If you wouldn't, that's fine too. Don't worry about it. You can just pull up to our merch store. Let me put some low hands. No obligation for anything. Nobody has an obligation to purchase anything. Nobody has to purchase anything. Just say that. I think our people. So you think this is bad? So hold on. Let me understand. 27. You think what happened in the puff is bad? You think somebody is doing something wrong to Puff? I'm just curious. I'm not trying to start an argument. I want to understand. Like, this isn't fair. You think this isn't fair? I'm just trying to get an understanding. Are you like, yo, man, why they doing Puff like this? This isn't fair. Puff's a good guy. What are you saying, 27? Come on, help me out. I just want to know what you're saying. You can have whatever opinion you want to have, fam. And yes, if it's if it's something that I think is funny, I'm gonna make jokes. But I mean, you can have whatever opinion you want to have. So much black people talking. So you don't think that we should be talking about somebody in our community that might be raping our women? You don't think that we should be talking about somebody in our community that might be raping our men and our women? You think I should be talking about somebody outside of our community that is doing things that aren't hurting our community directly? That's what you think I should be doing. That's what you think I should be doing. I'm just asking. Do you think when somebody is doing something harmful to the black community, it should be kept a secret? I'm curious. You think we should be allowing the people of color that's hurting the black community to keep hurting the black community? I'm asking. I'm not saying that this is what you're saying. What I'm saying is, if we do what you want us to do, talk about Charlie Sheen and ignore Diddy, is what literally hurting black people? All of the black people that Diddy had raped? You want to know if that's hurting black people? Because it seems like all of his victims seem to be black. You don't think that's hurting black people? This might be a fake 27 account coming in here to say a whole bunch of crazy shit, so that when the real 27 account come in here, they're gonna 27 account is probably gonna say something. Then the fake 27 account is gonna like try to pretend to be him and shit like that, because what he's saying don't make no sense. So you think we should ignore the people that are doing things negative to the black people? Because all of P. Diddy's victims so far, with the exception of one guy that I don't know if you want to call him a victim. He was a prostitute who they paid. So I don't know if you want to call him a victim, but with the exception of one person, everybody was a person of color. So you think that we should just ignore the decades of abuse that allegedly was happening at P. Diddy's hands because he's black, even though the people he was hurting was black? So you agree with people hurting black people is what I'm asking. Because I don't agree with people hurting black people. I don't agree with people hurting any people. But since I'm black, I have an obligation to speak out about the people hurting black people first. 7 apparently, allegedly, if this is the real 27, he wants the people that's hurting black people, he wants us to stop talking about that. He wants us to talk about Charlie Sheen, apparently. I've been hearing about P. Diddy since the 90s. This dude is 100% disgusting. The fact that you in here saying anything in defense of this man is terrible. I'm not going to kick you. I'm not going to kick you. I don't think it's the real 27. I know about what that. I don't think it's the real 27. That's a fake account. But I'm going to say this much, and I want to be clear about this. I've been hearing about this dude since the 90s, fam. I've been hearing about this dude since before Big. I'm just not reading no more of your comments for the day, but you could do what you do. That's got to be a fake account. There's no way in the world that 27 would come in here and condone a child rapist and saying that those children that he was raping, those children that he was taking advantage of, sleeping with, we can't talk about that. We got to ignore the fact that he was sleeping with children. You understand? We got to, Diddy, look, 27 said he's been hearing about Diddy and he still thinks, I don't think this is the real 27. I'm kicking him. It's a fake account. Don't come in here pretending to be our people. This is a fake account. I'm kicking. Yo, Art. Nah, I'm kicking him. That's a fake account. I'm just kicking him. I'm just kicking him. What up, Art? No, I just said I've been hearing about Diddy. I mean, I don't know all the things that this guy is into. Who could, right? But I've been hearing about him. I'm pretty sure there's things that I heard that aren't true. You understand what I'm saying? People be lying on a nigga in a second. You understand what I'm saying? I've heard a lot of stuff about people that aren't true. Or at least I don't think it's true. That's the best way to put it. Appreciate you. Yo, you think that was a fake 27 too, right? That was a fake 27, fam. That better be a fake 27. If it isn't a fake 27, fam, you just got yourself kicked for nothing. The way I heard it, man. There's just certain things I don't want to say. Um, very few straight men were around Diddy. Is that fair? I'll say that much. You put it however you want to put it. Very few straight men were around Diddy. Very few. Like that's not his crowd. Right? Right? That's not his crowd. Diddy is allegedly one of the type of dudes that he likes trying to get you to be feminine because he's trying to break you down so he could try to get you to do gay shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's like one of those type of gay niggas, but he's not really gay. It's about dominance. That's what I'm trying to explain. So they do men bad, but what these women got to go through is terrible. They do men bad, fam. But what these women got to go through. Whew. I mean, of course, of course, a man is being turned into a whole homosexual, and I mean, shit. But the shit that these women got to go through, fam. You wouldn't be in here defending people like Diddy. You wouldn't be in here defending people like R. Kelly. You wouldn't. There's a couple of other names I could say too, but ain't nothing dropping about them, so I'm not. But the wild part is this. How long do you think it's going to take for them to start talking about some kind of embezzlement or some kind of IRS tax problems with TD Cakes? His new name is TD Cakes, by the way. How long do you think it's going to take? How long do you think it's going to take before your man TD Cakes has a problem with the with freaking? It's gonna be short because I think it's gonna be short, fam. I think he's gonna be having a whole bunch of problems in a couple minutes. TD Cakes. Give me 1 second. He's gonna have a whole bunch of problems. Um, I want to explain to you why dude was kicked. Dude was kicked basically because I don't want to go back and forth with you. If you have a good debate or a good argument, I'll sit in here and we can talk about it. But if you say some bullshit that is not a good debate or a good argument and I debunk it like that, but you still want to argue back and forth with me, that makes me feel like you just want to distract the show. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why he got kicked. If he would have just gave it up, or if he would have had a better argument than the argument that he had, then I wouldn't have kicked him. But we're not doing that. We're not doing the whole you just coming in here to distract me. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. Anyway, get back to actually what I'm talking about. He was deflecting. Exactly. Exactly. Cold-blooded. He was just deflecting. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with that. Though that's literally the reason why most people get kicked, by the way. Once you start deflecting, I don't want to deal with you. Like, that's in real conversation, in real time, on the internet. When we stand in, once you start deflecting, I don't really care for the conversation no more. I want to turn around and walk away. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care no more. I don't want to figure it out. That's how they get you. They make you they talk like, we trying to figure it out. I don't want to figure it out. How about that? See, when you use StreamYard, we could do commercials. So that's why. That's why I want to move back to StreamYard. Maybe I don't know. You could do commercials over here on StreamYard. Maybe, right? Yeah. I need for them to fucking fix. I gotta call Optimum today and find out when they're gonna finish with these damn renovations over here to the internet. I need them to finish the shit up. So, because we running commercials from the rest. When we're doing StreamYard, we're running commercials. If you would like to have your commercial on the BBN, hit me. We running commercials on StreamYard from now on. When we're doing StreamYard, we're running commercials. When we're on StreamYard, we're 100% running commercials. Commercials and promo. Only problem is fucking, pardon my language. I don't know. We don't know if we keeping it yet, though. We don't know if we keeping it yet. This shit is straining my bandwidth. It's fucking Optimum. Optimum made the shit over here. They got to get to be the shit. Anyway, let's get back to the story. What y'all want to talk about this morning anyway? Let's change subject. What y'all want to talk about this morning? We at the 47-minute mark. What y'all want to talk about this morning? Put it in the chat. Let me look through Instagram real quick. Try to find something for us to debate about or discuss. But yeah, I don't want to do that whole I'm having a conversation with you and you just deflecting everything. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just prefer not to talk to you if that's what we're doing. Oh! I'm about to talk about something else. We might add something to the title. Could we talk about DJ Envy? Can we talk about Envy? Can we talk about Envy? Hold on. Do y'all understand what I think? I think I know what's going on with Envy. Do y'all want to talk about DJ Envy for us quick? Can we just say something? So DJ Envy went and the fucking police basically, so he's trying to make a deal with the police, but he's also, it looks like, in my opinion, not trying to give them information that's going to make him not be able to stay doing what he's doing. Okay? So, I'm trying to hit DJ Envy. Hold on. They either saw the message because they seen it. They either about to pull up to the chat or they messaging me back. Hold on. I know you in here. I'm not saying who it is. Shelby says, I'm getting off of here. Don't mean to mess up your vibes. Copy. Okay, so I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I'm going to break this down as best as I can as far as the DJ Envy situation. Check this out. So, Cassie, this is which Cassie? Which Cassie are you? Cassie? This is my Instagram. Fucking thing just goes so slow. This is my Instagram. Hit me. Fucking thing so. I can't see the damn keyboard. There's no light over there. This is my Instagram. Hit me. That's my Instagram. Hit me. If you would like. All right. So I just want to say something real quick. I don't want to hold on. So basically, I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. He's supposed to turn in some paperwork. Whatever that paperwork he's supposed to give over to the feds, 9 times out of 10, that's supposed to probably remove him from the bullshit. Remove him from the bullshit. So remember I told y'all this is what I think happened. Remember I told y'all this. The videos are still up. I said what I think happened is dude was going to scam Envy. And then while he was scamming Envy figured out it was a scam. And instead of blowing them up, the nigga got involved with the shit and said, remember I told y'all that? So now, about it. If he released the wrong information to the feds, particularly information that they're looking for, that might implicate him in not being an actual victim, but being one of the perpetrators. So now, if he knew that that was fake, he knew that it was a scam, that means that when he went on the airwaves and he spoke about what him and Caesar was doing, that means that he was committing a violation. Who runs the airwaves? The FCC, correct? So he was most likely committing an FCC violation. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this again. You see how this person is now? You know you're going to have to FaceTime me in order for me to believe you are who you're saying you are, right? Like I have a whole system. So if you're not ready to FaceTime me to prove who you are, I'm just saying there's no reason to do all of that. I'm going to need so much proof that you are who you saying you are before I believe, repeat, or go or anything you talking about. I just want to be clear. Okay, I'm going to need you to FaceTime me. I know it's a fake account. I know it is. I'm saying this for the benefit of the public, not the benefit of that idiot. Anyway, so just so we could be clear, remember I told y'all. Remember I told you this. I said, I believe that they were trying to scam him. And then what ended up happening is he figured out it was a scam. And then once he figured out it was a scam, he didn't tell nobody. Now he goes on Breakfast Club. I was about to call him Morning Govey. Then he goes on Breakfast Club. You could kick him whenever you want. You could kick him whenever you want. You could let them talk a little more and kick him, or you could kick him now. I don't care. Then he goes on Breakfast Club. Once you find out any of those accounts are fake, just kick them. Once you go, then they go on Breakfast Club, right? And he was promoting said scam. So if he was promoting something on Breakfast Club over the airwaves, that he knew was a scam, then that is a FCC violation. Just so we can be clear. If he knew it was a scam and he continued to go do the seminars, what did I say? Remember, hold on, stop everything, because this is another time I told you niggas so. I'm not saying that this is exactly what's happening, but if we pay attention to what just transpired, the feds kick him. Yeah, kick him. The feds told Envy if he doesn't turn in some paperwork over a particular amount of time that he's going to be charged. That means they've been asking him for this paperwork and he hasn't given it to him yet. There's a good chance that this paperwork is going to be the proof that he knew what he was doing. That he knew that it was a scam. Cold-Blooded says, I totally felt scam energy when I seen him promoting that real estate scheme. The fact that Caesar Pizza never really ever seemed to explain what the hell they were doing, and he was the person that was supposed to be the brains of the operation, I always had a problem with that. How are you the brains of the operation? So apparently he knew since about 2020. Allegedly. So since 2020 he knew. When did they have their last seminar? This year, 2023, they were still doing seminars. So for at least 3 years after he knew, he was still doing seminars? Season's done. Envy's career is done. Envy's career is done. So Envy says that he knew since 2020. In the affidavit, I'm telling you shit straight off of the affidavit. In the affidavit, Envy said that he knew since 2020. Please send the affidavit. We might break the affidavit out tonight. That'll be a good tonight show. Breaking down the affidavit. Breaking down the some real paperwork. That'd be entertaining. I'm gonna have to call these Optimum guys. I know it's taking them so long. Also, if you are enjoying the show, please pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and on PayPal. We're gonna be on PS5 soon. We're actually still like $100 away, to be honest with you. So if you could pull up to the Super Chat, pardon me, the Cash App, not the Super Chat, the Cash App and Super Chat do two different things. Also, pull up to the Super Chat any opportunity that you can. But if you want to pull up to the Cash App, we about $100 away. I need y'all guys to pull up to the Cash App. We're getting it anyway. We're getting it, period. I'm just asking for some assistance. It's a done deal. I'm just asking for some assistance. It's a done deal. And this is content I'm creating with you guys. I didn't even buy my last PlayStation. I'm not even gonna cap. Kendra did. Shout out to Kendra. Hold on, I should have the paperwork. We could look at some of this shit right now. Downloading. Real time, fam. So we're gonna, what I want to convert it to. I convert it to a note. Nah, I convert it to a PDF. All right. Should we pull it up on the screen? On the screen? All right. No, I'm gonna leave it right here. Maybe we pull it up on the screen later tonight, so y'all can see what I'm looking at. DJ Envy being first duly sworn upon oath deposes and states. No. Oh shoot, I'm gonna try to get the dudes in. Hey, admin, help me out. I'm gonna try to get the content creators in New York. Maybe we could get some Call of Duty. Oh man, I got an idea. Anyway, I got another idea. So I gotta get some guys together for the first idea, then we do the second idea. All right, let me kick this guy real quick. I think my admin's a little busy at the moment. Let me kick him from here. I'd rather kick him from this side. Bam. I am not, never was a member of the defendant's apartment, Taylor Property. Hold on. What page? I'm gonna go to. Hold on. So first, he got scammed. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. So he got scammed first, just like I told you. They scammed him for $500K, just like I told you. He got scammed first. In 2019, look, I read it. Like I told you. In or around late 2019, the Pinas presented an investment opportunity to me, which involved renovating and repositioning a vacant school property located at 385 391 Wild Avenue in Paterson, New Jersey. The Pinas represented to me that the project involved creating an apartment building from the property and that they would manage all aspects of the construction work to create 1 and 2 bedroom apartments, and that the Pinas promised that they would return in my initial investment within 1 year, and I would receive a monthly dividend of approximately $17,000. First of all, the fact that he believed that is insane. So, real quick, so I guess you could get a better understanding of how insane what they telling him it is. First of all, it's a property that's supposed to be an apartment building complex thing that needs renovating that he's giving $500K to. So they're only going to be creating 1 and 2 bedroom apartments. So besides the $500K that he's going to get back before the end of the year, they're also going to create $17,000 of dividends. How many units does this building have? 1. None of that was said. How many units is in this building? That's 1. 2, how many people is giving $500,000? That's that all of those people are going to get all of their money back before the end of the year? How? The heck are you talking about? Do you know how long it takes to receive from an investment? You invest in something and you might not actually start seeing any real dividends from it for over a year, maybe 2 years. You trying to tell me you're going to give me back my principal and I'm going to start reaping benefits from it within a year? And this is $500K I'm giving you. I'm not even giving you 10,000. I'm not even giving you 5,000. Where if you gave me back 10,000 within the year, that makes sense. You gave me back 5,000 within the year, that made sense. But we talking about 500K, fam. You wasn't smarter than that? Was you fucking his wife? Hold on, let me ask somebody a question. That's crazy. So this dude basically, shout out to Mike Jones. We got the super producer in the house. Yo, that dude, that's bananas, man. So you're gonna get your whole principal back in 1 year. Your 500K principal from apartment buildings, fam. Do you know how long it takes to start getting money back off of shit like buildings? Those are literally long-term investments, fam. So I don't know what this guy is talking about. That's just bananas, fam. Oh, I got some paperwork this morning on the DJ Envy Cesar Pena situation, where DJ Envy is saying he knew this was a scam since 2020. And he was still going on. So basically, he could have problems with the SEC because he knew at Breakfast Club and he was promoting a thing that he knew was a scam because he got scammed. And in addition to that, they were doing tours around America, getting more people to scam. That's insane. Or why not really buying any property with these people money? It was a pyramid scheme, a Ponzi scam. I'm trying to find I just got it. So I'm looking for the bits and pieces, the good tidbits. On July 6th is when the paperwork was filed against all of these people. Yeah, he did that. He's a dummy. He a big dummy. He did that. He a big dummy. That's why. Okay, so there's paperwork that the feds want him to turn over. And also, shout out to Philly. There's paperwork that the feds want him to turn over, and he's refusing to turn it over. And if he doesn't turn it over, then the feds are then going to go arrest him. What I believe this paperwork does is this paperwork is even more proof that he was complicit. And this paperwork might put him on the other side of where the Penas are currently. And in addition to that, this paperwork might put him in a situation where he might not be a disc jockey. He might not be able to be on the airwaves anymore. This is an FCC violation. They might tell him he can't be on the airwaves anymore. Imagine if he gets in the type of trouble that he can't even be on social media. Remember, the FCC, they run all this shit. That's the part people forget. This YouTube and social media, everything over the internet. That's the FCC run this shit. He might have did something that he's trying to figure out how not to like be screwed over. That's what he might be trying to do. It's not even screwed over at this point because he was trying to screw other people over. So he might be trying to get it to the point where he's not going to be being held fully responsible for all of the shenanigans that he 100% was a part of. Because he might have thought about it like this, and this is what I think niggas like this dude think. When he figured out it was a scam, he probably thought, you know what, I'm going to keep scamming, and then when they catch us, I'm just going to say they tricked me too. You understand? Because that's the kind of weirdo this nigga look like he is. What the hell problem he got with Keith Lee? Keith Lee wasn't wrong. Keith Lee came to New York. He was getting treated in a way that he didn't agree with. Are y'all getting kicked out? I'm curious. Is people getting kicked? He was being treated in a way that he didn't agree with, and he spoke on it. Ain't shit wrong with that, fam. Since when are we talking about we silencing people? Since when are we being the silencing people? Sorry, looking at a thing. It's so dope when you got. It's so dope. I love having smart friends. Like I love having smart, successful friends. Like when you got smart, successful friends, shit is just different. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes y'all don't talk to each other for a long period of time or some shit because niggas is busy trying to go through their own journey with God. It's dope having smart, successful friends. I'm gonna tell y'all the people that want everybody to know that. Okay, we'll leave that alone. Anyway, I was about to say something and my whole screen was blank. Met him once. He is acting light skinned. That nigga's a quintessential light skinned nigga, fam. That's a fact. Them light skinned niggas be different. He a quintessential light skinned nigga, fam. Oh, he was a Diddy, wasn't he? Give me one moment. He was a Diddy ass nigga, wasn't he? Give me 1 minute. Sorry about that. Are people having a problem with the connection? Please let me know if you're having a problem with the connection. We have the paperwork. I think I'm going to read through the paperwork and then go through the paperwork tonight. But the main thing, or later on, maybe we do a show tonight. I think we are going to end up doing a show tonight. Some nights I be wanting to do a show because I'm a morning person. So this time of the day, I'm like, yeah. And then, like, I'm a morning person. I'm used to waking up in the morning and working hard in the morning, and then not, then the rest of the day I'm doing the shit I want to do. Like I'm a morning person. You understand what I'm saying? I worked hard labor for many years. That's all I can tell you. I'm used to waking up, taking a shower, throwing on some clothes, lifting heavy boxes. That's what I'm used to doing. Dude, no, he was never a good DJ. DJ Envy was never a good DJ. He's been scamming niggas from the rip, fam. He was never a good DJ. I don't even understand how he got that. I think he's like fell into that spot on the Breakfast Club. Like he's never been a good DJ. If you're from New York, you know. What I think it was a lot of the New York-based DJs, they just didn't have a soft enough edge for them to be able to get the spot that he, ended up rolling into. I think one of the reasons why he was in that spot because he was a light-skinned nigga. I think that dark skin energy was scaring, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, could you really see Flex in the morning? Like, that doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying? So you need light skin nigga. You already had Charlemagne talking whatever craziness he was going to talk. So I think that's why he got the job, man. He was never a good DJ, man. If you know, you know. He was never a good DJ. I've never been an Envy fan. I've never really cared for the guy. But basically, the light skin thing. Not because he light skinned, because the light skinned niggas is weird. Niggas be light skinned niggas. Okay, so this is dope. So there are a couple of chicks that I have been messaging as of late. Like, not really nothing, like mainly just being nice. Or just talking to them. Oh, wow, that one might be for me. Okay. I'm gonna say, oh, was that for me? It was up bad. In any regard. I'm serious. Mads Mikkelsen, they're gonna probably make him fucking Dr. Doom. My apologies. I was looking to see if there was anything else. Let's pull back up the jump off on your man. We're gonna probably go over this later on. Maybe we try to interview a couple of these people. I don't know. We're gonna see what happened. I hit somebody up. I was like, yo, I'll interview some of these people. They was like, word. I was like, yeah, I'll come out there, to where they're at or whatever the case is. They was like, word. I was like, yeah. They said, I'm gonna jump on the phone. I'm gonna call some people. We're gonna see what can happen. We're gonna see what can happen. See what can happen. I'll go out to Jersey. I don't got a problem with that. I used to date this chick in Jersey. It was wild too. It was like, because so I used to go to work and I used to go to school at the same time. So I would get off of work and shit and go right. And so I worked downtown 30th Street and First Avenue, and I went to school on 40th Street and 6th Avenue. So I would go and jump on the PATH train. Like, if I didn't have school that day, I jump on the PATH train, or if I didn't have, after work and shit. She was dope. She was nice. She was nice. She was taller than me. I don't really date chicks taller than me that much, but she was taller than me. Also, 50 Cent lawyer dropped Envy over non-payment. So Envy didn't pay 50 Cent. 50 Cent and Envy had the same lawyer. Envy did not pay the lawyer. The lawyer dropped him. Is there a reason Envy didn't pay the lawyer? Also, y'all didn't hear this anywhere else, did you? This is the first place you're hearing this, right? Like, this is literally the first place that is being said anywhere on the internet. I mean, it happened last week. Maybe somebody else spoke about it already. Has anybody heard about this? So I'm hearing it's over non-payment, but maybe they didn't pay for a reason. Maybe they was like, they didn't like the way this was going. We're not paying them. Maybe they was like, we don't want to deal with this lawyer no more. Maybe they didn't like the advice the lawyer was giving. Maybe the lawyer couldn't help them in the way that they thought the lawyer could help them. Maybe. Don't know. But 50 Cent lawyer, the lawyer that 50 Cent used, who we all know is the best lawyer in the game. 50 Cent lawyer, when he walks in the room, everybody probably turn around like he Michael Jordan. 50 Cent lawyer, they be like the GOAT. So yeah, 50 Cent lawyer just dropped Envy over non-payment. Oh, I heard that the joint lawyer was doing a decent job. He just charged too much. I was making jokes though. So he charged too much. So maybe, like I said, he couldn't make the thing happen that Envy wanted to happen. So Envy didn't want to pay him. No. He said he charges too much. Maybe the thing Envy wanted to happen, he just couldn't make it happen. You know, sometimes people be wanting these lawyers to pull off shit that is just shenanigans that just ain't possible. And they be like, you make this happen, the lawyer be like, nah, I can't do it. And then they start acting like women. Well, what you can't do for me, the next man will. And I did no handshake. And then nobody does it. Now she's 45 and single. I would suppose 50 Cent's lawyer would charge everything and shit. Like, motherfucker might be like, yo, you know, on the back end of this, I got to get one of your kids. Like, there's gonna be a point in history where the payment is gonna be a whole fetus. You understand this, right? That's crazy. Shout out to that shit. I don't know what to tell you. So the nigga knew that Envy. I told y'all he knew. I told y'all Envy knew that was a scam. So Envy knew the shit was a scam. He knew it was a scam. He knew. Envy knew it was a scam. He knew it since 2020. And he kept going and doing all of these different, like, he kept going promoting this shit. He knew it was a scam. He kept talking about it on and I'm gonna tell you something I find interesting. He kept talking about it on Breakfast Club. So Envy was a part of a different little organization, right? A different little group that they had where they was buying property or some shit. I forget what they was doing. But he also was working with them. And it was not the same exact thing, but it was something that works in conjunction with the thing that he was doing with Caesar. So what happened was he was supposed to promote that on Breakfast Club also, and he never did. He's being sued by those people now, by the way. So his reasoning that he gave them for not promoting it basically was because he said it was going to either be something about a conflict of interest or he was going to get in trouble with the FCC. So this is just apropos, I guess. That he then got in trouble for this thing that he was telling the other guys he didn't want to do for them. But if he would have did it for them, he wouldn't have got in trouble because they had a real business doing real things. But he did it for the business that he already knew was a scam. No, Envy's dad is a cop, but he's not getting out of this. Envy not getting out of this, fam. The feds want him. A woman with 2 wombs gave birth twice in 2 days. See, y'all women don't all got it bad. That has to be the worst thing. Because that's what happened. You running around with 2 different wombs. So he had to impregnate each one of the wombs? That's the question. Like, did he have to like impregnate one womb and then he said, you know what? It's time for the other. I'm a big Nami fan, so I do not know who this chick is, but she's dressed up like Nami. So yes, that part. And yes, I 100% like dark skinned women also. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Nami. Look at King Charles's hands, fam. So we know what's going on with him. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, Envy knew since 2020. So Envy knew since 2020. So that means that anytime after 2020 that he was going around talking about this stuff, he knew it was a scam. He was talking about it on the Breakfast Club after 2020. He knew it was a scam. I like her too. I want to. I'm thinking about posting her. I've been thinking about posting her. I told you I watch dancing and karate chicks on Instagram mostly. It's dancing and karate chicks. That's like But my feed is definitely all chicks. Like, so I don't know what the rest of y'all feeds look like, but my feed is like, sheesh, fam, it's all chicks. So I don't know how the algorithm and all that shit be working, but this is my feed. I don't know what anybody else's feed is looking like. Yeah, hit the like on that one. I don't know what anybody else's feed is looking like. This is what my feed look like. Yeah, this is my feed. That's the first guy, by the way, and he's being a funny dude. So funny guys, no, first guy. They go sports. This is my feed, man. I don't know what y'all think I'm doing. Just that's my feed, fam. I'm just women, fam. So remember, this is how Envy knew it was a scam, and this is what I just said. Envy knew it was a scam because in 2000, this is how I knew in 2020, because in 2019 he was supposed to get the payment back. In 2019, he did the deal where he gave them 500K. He was supposed to get the 500K back and the 17K back. 2020 came, he never got the money back. And instead of him trying to get the money back, he decided to help scam others. That's how come he knew it was a scam. He was definitely supposed to get on the radio and announce that it was a scam. He didn't do any of that. He got on the radio and announced for more people to get involved. I'm letting everybody know right now. If you try to scam me, I'm 100% letting everybody know it's a scam the minute that I know. Yes, that's an FCC violation. Wait, hold on. So he knew it was a scam and he came on. That's an FCC violation. But I told y'all that already. I said 9 times out of 10, what happened with Dude was, and I said this as soon as we found out about the shit. As soon as it came out, I told y'all this. Videos are still up, fam. I said 9 times out of 10, they scammed him, found out it was a scam, and then instead of turning him in, he just joined in with the shit. And then now when everybody get caught, he gonna start talking about, nah, I got scammed too. No, nigga, you been knew you was scammed. You can't say you scammed now. Ruby Rose is so fine. They must have just ruined her reputation to some incredible way that no man in the industry want her. Like, I just want to say this. Ruby Rose is so fine. The fact that no man is trying to date her in the industry, I want to know what happened. That's what I'm saying. Also, after he found out all of this shit was a scam, I do that all the time. I just talk about other random shit. After he found out all of this shit was a scam, he stayed with the promo, he stayed with the seminar, and he kept with the investments and etc. So after he knew that it was a scam, he didn't even try to stop the shit. That makes him complicit. You can't then say, I was a victim. No, nigga, you was complicit. You knew it was a scam. I'm curious if he kept pretending like he didn't know it was a scam. So I'm curious if Caesar and his wife the whole entire time was like, this nigga an idiot. But he really know it's a scam. He just pretending he don't know. Or pretend like he didn't know. And they was just sitting around like, this nigga capping. He know we robbing niggas. I'm curious. Rose is so fine, fam. The fact that none of these niggas want her is crazy. Like, it's crazy. Like, is she just off limits? Like, the fact that she, like, it's crazy. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I just 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 don't get it. I don't even want to think about it. That shit gonna break my brain. I guess if she didn't seem like didn't come off like she's probably sweet, and then I'd be like, it's probably attitude. I haven't even heard of her having a bad attitude. Like, so damn. All I know is that dude fucked her over. She a cutie. She a cutie. She a good fashion page. Laura Combs. She's a good fashion page. She do good fashion. I like her fashion stuff. She like put on like a lot of like different stuff and like nice fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like individualism, not trying to fit in with what other niggas is doing. I respect that. Told you, my feed is just women. This is my feed, fam. It's just women. That's a woman too, right? Doing though. That's a guy boxing. Hey, that's Cam. Cam is doing first day getting his rhythm back. Cam is getting his hands back together. This is so my feed is, man. This is my feed, man. When I open my Instagram, this is what I'm watching, man. And they took Homegirl out of my feed. Remember, they was having Homegirl on my feed all day, every day. She's out of here. I do not want the baddest shorty, fam. I just want somebody that I find attractive that I can go do shit with in the world. That's it, fam. That's it. I want to be able to find you attractive, and I want to be able to be around you and enjoy myself. That's like it. And we have to be on us the same mission so we can, be compatible or work together. You know what I'm saying? That's it. What time we got? It's going on 10 o'clock. Is there anything you dudes want to talk about? Anything you guys and girls want to discuss? Literally, all my feed is women, fam. Oh, I like her dancing. Is this that chick? Yeah, that's that chick. I usually like her dancing. Anything y'all guys want to talk about? I'm just closing this shit. It's just I was going through the feed to find things to discuss, but there's no topics coming up. It's only women. So so y'all can understand what just happened. I was going through my feed to look like for topics to discuss, but it was just women. That's why I was showing you, like, look, this is the only thing in my feed. How do y'all like the new setup? Me moving the couch. I'm in the chair. We just bought a new desk. We're using the desk. How do y'all like the new setup? Let me know. How do y'all like the new setup? We got some more stuff that we're going to be adding. Also, we're going to be adding gaming. And when we do it perfect, when we get to, if we can get to my vision of what I want our setup to be, we are going to have the best setup on YouTube, on a podcast, on a gaming platform, on a morning show. Our setup is going to be better than everyone else's. They are going to copy off of us once again. Okay? I'm going to give you a perfect example. Anybody you see with a black something in their background, they're copying off the BBN. I was the first person to do it. Do you know what this actually signifies? Yankee Stadium. When I was growing up, when you hit the ball to the black in Yankee Stadium, that meant that power. Go look at the old Yankee Stadium, not the new one. So that's what this signifies. This is the black sitting behind me. Center field. Just so y'all can understand how it goes. All right. Why does almost everybody get brown couches? What was the first color of our first couch we had? Brown. Why is everybody sitting on couches? People were sitting in chairs until we started sitting on couches. Now everybody started sitting on couches. Fam, the BBN got a long reach, man. Shout out to everybody that I've ever inspired. I'm not considering any of it as biting. I'm not considering any of it in a negative connotation. Shout out to every person that I've ever inspired to do anything positive in the world. Whether it be now or 50 years ago. I was not alive 50 years ago. Whether it be now or it be 30 years ago. And further, anybody I've ever inspired to do anything in your life worth doing. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Is there anything you dudes want to talk about? I think we can't get no numbers in here because I'm having a problem with the reception. I'm curious about that. I'm gonna go check right now again. Check something else. Anything else? Anything anybody want to talk about in the chat? You know what's wild? I'm gonna tell you what's wild. I never thought Diddy and them were even hiding being gay. I never thought they were hiding it. I never thought Diddy was hiding it. I never thought any of them gay dudes that he roll around with. I never thought any of them was hiding it. I never thought TD Jakes was hiding it. Like as soon as I've always thought he was gay. There's a couple of other guys that do what he do that I think are gay. I never thought any of these dudes was hiding it, you know? DJ Envy's wife, Gia Casey, dumped him as just ordered for his arrest. Somebody said that this is a lie. This is a lie. No. There's no order for his arrest yet. This is a lie. Somebody just putting out lies video. We don't even know if his wife dumped him. That's a fact. Them stories been out there for a minute. That's a fact. So I never thought. So I always see. This is the problem. This is not the problem. This the thing. Allegedly, this is the thing. Allegedly, this is the thing. And this is what I keep trying to explain to people. I had people that I knew in the music industry that was making beats for niggas, being producers for niggas, that was writing raps with niggas and everything since the 90s. You understand? My brother was in studios with Public Enemy in them in the 80s. Do you understand? As far as I know, I wasn't in the studio with them, but as far as I know, my brother used to dance for Public Enemy. I don't know no way to explain this. I've been around hip hop like my whole life. You understand? So in the 90s, I heard about Diddy before Diddy even became big. I was hearing about Diddy a lot around the time of the Columbia University situation. That was Columbia University, right? Where there was the stampede where the people died at. So one of the main things I've always been hearing about Diddy is him being gay. Like that was literally one of the defining things that people spoke about when they spoke about him. The fact this nigga's gay. So I never understood. He doesn't even deny it. He deflects. I don't even think he denies it. So this is never it was not Howard University. It happened in New York. He went to Howard University. That's where he graduated from. That's what the college he went to. But the college where the stampede happened at, where there was I think that was Columbia University. That was they was doing a show. I'll even explain to you what happened. They was doing a show in Columbia University, and so they sold too many tickets. I'll explain how that happened in a minute. So it was a Puff Daddy Heavy D thing. Heavy D passed away when he got settled, though. He got settled in 2000. I'm trying to see what school it was at real quick. It says New York College, City College. It was City College. It was City College in New York. It was City College in New York. So basically what happened was the capacity, it was Columbia. It could have been Columbia. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, it could have. The point being, the place had a maximum capacity of 1,500 people, but his street team had been working overtime, and his young greedy niggas was selling too many tickets. So they was just, instead of, they selling these tickets, they young greedy niggas. So even after they sold capacity, they kept selling tickets. You understand? So now after its capacity, you still got a couple hundred people outside talking about I paid $20 or however it was to get in. Yeah. So what happened was somebody pushed in the front. And once one person start pushing, you know how that start going. Everybody pushing. Once everybody pushing, it is what it is. 7 people ended up dying. I knew about Diddy around that period of time when that happened. Is when I was really like I had people coming up to me really discussing who P. Diddy was. And no one was saying anything good, fam. Because all of the niggas I grew up with, we don't agree in homosexuality. So everybody was leading with it that this nigga gay. So everybody knew this nigga was gay. Everybody. So be mindful of them niggas that stay around him. That's what I'm saying. I remember when the rumors was coming out that he was fucking Big. That him and Big was fucking. Those were rumors in a very select group for the people that don't know. If you knew about it, you knew about it. But those was rumors that him and Big were boning. Him and Big was doing things together. I'm not saying they were. But those were rumors. Then there were the rumors after the rumors with that. There were also the rumors with your homeboy Mace. There were rumors about. So these rumors been out there, fam. Oh, wowzers. Biden pardons thousands of convicted marijuana charges in DC and federal lands. These niggas is desperate. They desperate. They desperate. They didn't think far enough ahead. They didn't think far enough ahead.
Imagine meeting me for the first time. Bitch! An experience. Life-changing. Life-altering. Never the same again. I envy you.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I was just looked at some shit on Instagram, right, while the commercial was up, and it was basically people talking about people going on the judge show, and the judge was like, "You're not the father, right?" They doing the Maury shit, right? But y'all know like 70% of niggas that go get babies tested ain't the father, right? Like over 50% of people are out there raising kids that ain't theirs, fam. Like it's like a crazy and insane number like that, fam. I think people should stop claiming kids their own unless you got a DNA test. I'm just being honest with you. If you don't go get a DNA, I don't care if that's your wife, fam. If you don't have a DNA test, don't claim that baby. And if she got a problem, with you wanting a DNA test, fam. That's what you mean. He's trying to get his son out of trouble. You talking about homeboy? The fuck is this? Somebody tried to send me some. There got to be a bug in this. Talking about I didn't order anything. Somebody tried to send me some shit talking about you ordered something for me to open up something. I ain't ordered nothing. I'm not opening anything up. Yeah, so I just found that just way to think about it. We had 10:10. Anything y'all want to talk about? If not, I'm about to let y'all go. I actually am woke up early this morning, like around 4, and I've been redoing since I gotta redo thing here because we're getting new equipment and we're getting new props and stuff like that. So I gotta redo everything and I gotta make everything work. So I don't really want to hold on to this live too much longer. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? Also, if you want to just be a part of what we're doing over here, you could always pull up to the Amazon wish list. I've been having quite a few people pulling up to the Amazon wish list. I appreciate you guys. If you just want to pull up because you like, let's help Jack out. I got dishes down there. I got stuff like $20 or some shit. Also, we're still a little bit short of getting this PlayStation. We got to get this PlayStation going. We want to start creating content on a nightly basis. We want to do this so everybody could be clear. We want to have a Madden tournament. And we want to do a couple of other things, just so we could be clear. Let me get the list real quick. So shout out to everybody that's been pulling up to the Amazon wish list. I made the wish list because somebody was like, yo, make a wish list. I really didn't expect for people to get anything off of the wish list. I just used it as a way to mark things that I might want to get for myself later. I didn't really think people were going to pull up to the wish list. So I appreciate everybody that's been pulling up to the wish list. There's stuff in there for $20, a Nintendo charger. If you want to help out, we could use another camera. If you think I need some more fitness, I could really use this. I left my other one at my old house. I hope putting it to good use. Dishes. I could definitely use this. Stuff. I can use some new pots and pans too. I like to cook. Also, when we get this other camera right here, it'll make it, I don't know, maybe then we lean in the pots and pans. Maybe then we lean into some cuisine because I really want to do cuisine. I really want to do cuisine. No idea. So badly. I want to do cuisine. We do not need this anymore. You dub this. Hold on. Joe Biden's son and all types of shit. Yeah. Joe Biden's son is about to get clipped because your father's too old to be held responsible for his actions. So that's basically what's about to happen to Joe Biden's son, in my opinion. So that's what I think. In Joe Biden's situation, that's particularly, I mean, Joe Biden's son's situation, he's about to go to jail because his father can't go to jail. That's why he about to go to jail, because his father can't go to jail. He's too old. Niggas don't want him. He about to do all of his pop's time. And good for them niggas was doing weirdo shit, allegedly, right? If that's what we're gonna say. Take that over there. I don't need that. I really need this mirror. I need a mirror. Oh man, this freaking dining room table right there is so lit. Hunter has the finest coke east of the Mississippi. Them niggas is in trouble, fam. But ain't nothing gonna happen, fam. Like the way I look at it like this, right? Let's just be objective. Right now, the way our government is being used is to persecute Republicans. Let's just be honest with you. They going after Republicans, fam. That's what they're going after. They're going after Republicans, fam. I don't see them going after Democrats, fam. So I don't see anything happening in the homeboy, fam. A lot of smoke and mirrors, and nobody's gonna find anything. This is all part of the distraction. I promise you. Just smoke and mirrors. That's it. This is all part of the distraction. Are you voting Democrat or you voting Republican? When the Republicans are in office, we have more money. When the Democrats is in office, we suffer. But the Democrats are going to say, but they're racist. Don't vote for them. And people are going to say, yeah, they're racist. And then they're not going to. So it is what it is, man. People don't think for themselves. You understand? People don't think for themselves. They tell other people. They just go find somebody to think for them. So when bad things happen, they have somebody to blame. So they can say it wasn't their idea. You understand what I'm saying? People don't think for themselves. People should, though. And now I'm hitting dude up, letting him know I'll come out there to Jersey. I'll come out to fucking Jersey, fam. I'll come out to Jersey. If I get those interviews, fam, woo! Oh no, be quiet. We're gonna see what happens. Maybe it's some God wishes for us, maybe it's not. Maybe it's some God wishes for us, maybe it's not. If I go do those interviews, fam, that God is just lining everything up, man. I don't know no way to explain this to you. God is just lining everything up for me. Like, it's just lining everything up, man. Just lining everything up. Sometimes when this is the hardship of when niggas is doing weirdo shit. Sometimes you just literally have to wait for it to go away, fam. Because when a lot of times when people doing weirdo shit, the more you like, yo, they doing weirdo shit, the crazier you look. You know how crazy I look in public and I tell people are following me? I look like a fucking whole maniac. That's why now I just record them. That's it. Because if I say they're doing it, I'm gonna look like I'm crazy. So I just record them now. That's what we're doing. I'm just gonna record them, and you're just gonna see me every day having the same people following me around. That's what we're gonna do. Because me saying that it's happening is just gonna make people think I'm crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. That's the way we're gonna operate. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. It's way early. I'm just gonna get to some regular house stuff. Hopefully, we get some BBN business done. Um, everybody have a blessed day. The new setup isn't over. As you could see, everything look different from the positioning of the camera. I'm in the chair. I'm not in the couch. We got a couple of more things coming very soon. When the gaming gets here, I want y'all to be prepared because we're gaming at least 2 to 3 hours every night. So I want everybody to be prepared for gaming. Also, I just want y'all to know when we're gaming, I might be smoking. So I smoke a little, right? I smoke weed. But when we're gaming, that might be me also smoking during the gaming. I don't want people to think he can't worship the Most High or he's some kind of hoodlum or some hooligan. Now, I am 100% a hooligan, by the way. For everybody that don't know, we are the bloodlust hooligans. That's a whole nother story. We're going to get to that in the future. For everybody that don't know, I have like leagues and clans and like different games on the internet, fam. Like I'm known. They be in here sometime. Like Springs, people like that. Like I'm known, fam. I'm known by some of the best NBA 2K players in the world because we used to compete against them on a regular everyday basis. I'm known, fam. Internationally, by the way. We still have a collective group from PlayStation 2 that get together every now and then. And a lot of those guys live in Germany and live in Europe and in Australia. I'm known, fam. Y'all really hating on the wrong nigga. I'm gonna let y'all go. Maybe I should run and get me a snack or something. I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all go. We're gonna figure this out. Um, no, I'm not running to the store. I'm not running to the store. I don't want to run to the store. Multiple different reasons. I just don't want to run to the store. We might come back on the live a little bit later though. I don't know. I'm not guaranteeing. I need to do a little bit of moving around of my furniture, and we're changing the way everything is looking. I need to do a little bit of moving around on my furniture. Guess I'll call a couple of gotta get in contact with a couple of people and we're gonna make some stuff happen, fam. We getting the PlayStation. We're gonna be gaming. I don't know who want to be a part of the gaming, but I want to do some dope stuff on gaming. So understand anybody that comes and join our gaming community, we're not there to clown around. So if you're just there to clown around, we're not doing what you're doing. You understand? So when you're not invited or we don't want you to be a part of the thing, that's because we're doing a real thing. We're not doing the clowning around. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all clowning around niggas is why you and your friends don't win. Because when y'all should take shit seriously and try to do y'all don't you want to be involved in it though. So you want to be you don't just play nigga shit too seriously. While other niggas is turning shit into a career. You just doing shit for fun. So me say, all right? I want to practice knowing my value. You want to practice taking people for granted. I don't want to do neither one. I don't want to do that. I want to practice understanding my value, knowing the value of the people around me. I don't want to practice taking people for granted like everybody's a fucking joke. If y'all notice, I don't treat people like a fucking joke because I don't treat myself like I'm a joke. Some of y'all can't take yourself seriously. Y'all treat yourselves like a joke. So therefore, that's why you find jokes in everybody else. Me and you ain't the same. All right? It's not that I'm so serious. It's that I take myself seriously. I'm not a joke. Me and you are friends. We could laugh and joke about shit. But I promise you, if I'm not your friend, if we're not cool or we don't got that type of energy, don't try to bring that to me. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's how disrespectful people get in your inner circle. You understand? That's how you get to have the wrong people around you. I found that out the hard way. Not gonna happen again. When we meet each other, when we come into concert with each other, when we come into connection with each other, it's gonna be positive energy and it's gonna be respectful. If it's not positive and respectful, I don't want it. Period. With that being said, please, everybody have a beautiful day. I think I'm gonna work on stuff today. I don't know. We got to get some stuff straightened up, and we got to get to that PlayStation. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. That's all I got on this one. I wonder how long it's gonna take to actually leave the studio because this is lagging. Did that work? I don't know if it worked. Let me try it again. It did not work. Okay. Did that work?